Hi, fire signs. Mimi here from Mimi's Perspective. I am doing your February 2018 reading. Doing a little differently. Everything will be time stamped, but I'm going to put all of the fire signs on one video just because of the timing. I was really sick this month, and I want to make sure everybody gets a video. And also, I'm just doing love videos, so it's easier to do it this way because sometimes it overlaps and then you get even more information for yourself. So I'm going to start with Aries. Aries is going to be up first. Before I start, happy Black History Month, even though I celebrate it every day. Also, happy Valentine's Day for those of you who celebrate it. It's an important holiday for a lot of fire signs. For me, it's my nephew's birthday, so that's really all I get excited about, because then JJ turns another year. He's so cute, by the way. Shout out to all of those living with autism or raising children with autism or loving someone with autism, because they're good people. You know, we're all different. We're all who we are. And my brother and his wife Shay are doing a fabulous job raising my nephew. So shout out to them. Neither one of them are fire signs, but and neither is my nephew. But hey, if they happen to watch this, I hope you guys hear me. All right, so Aries, you're up. Your February 2018 love reading. I'm also pulling more cards this month. I gave a freebie. It's more so just the way my brain works as a Virgo, like what I needed. So interesting. Oh my goodness. Aries, this is so interesting. Okay, so, oh man, you're currently starting off on a new journey here. And it has more to do with like fast pace. Yo, 3 out of 4 wands, fast. Everything's moving fast. Do you hear me? Everything. All right, so here we go. So currently, like, it's just the beginning of a new journey with you. And more than anything, you are kind of just making the decisions that are taking you on, okay? Now, what you're looking for is a 9 of Wands. So, in all honesty, as you get towards the end of the minor arcana, right, like towards the 10, it's like a release, there's a let go, all of that. In the Wands, though, there's a little bit of a burden, and you're looking to release some burden. You want someone to come in and kind of help take a load off, right? Like you're feeling like, I have a lot to juggle, excuse me, and I need someone in my life and in my corner who's going to help me juggle all of that, who's going to like understand my schedule's really busy, but like take something off my plate and help me out, okay? And not even that, like, not that your love language is like acts of service, right? But like, be my partner, okay? Like, be my partner. All right, so if you're single, ooh, you're having a good time. You're celebrating quite a bit, aren't you? Aren't you? Either that or you're dating multiple people. I didn't say it, the card said it. I'm just telling you. You're either having a good time being single or you're dating lots of people and you're having fun with that. And either way, this is a card of happiness. However, it can quickly become indulgence, so be careful about that. And I say that only because, you know, you all are fiery and quick-tempered, and you make decisions very quickly sometimes. And what can become a problem with that when you make these quick decisions is you could choose the wrong. All right. 3 of Wands for couples is what I've got pulled here. It's the threes thing, right? The problem that I'm seeing here is that there's a lot of threes. So for some of you, you're in a relationship and there's a third party. Figure your stuff out, please. For your sake and everybody else's. But for the rest of us who are Aries, not me, but like the rest of the people who are Aries, who this resonates with, the 3 of Wands is more of like a longing. There's something missing in your relationship. And I want you to figure out what it is. I'm going to help you a little bit. I'm going to pull a card to see what is missing. Is it passion? Is it time? Is it direction? Is it a conversation you need to have? Whatever it may be. You're just feeling like something's missing. So I'm going to pull a card. I've been clarifying a lot. I guess all this love is making me feel like I can give more. All right. Let's see. Oh. Okay. All right. Freedom is what's missing. Some of you who are in a relationship are feeling kind of trapped a little bit. The card I pulled was the oppression card. Let me show you really close here. As you can see, these two moms are holding their children very close to them. This story itself is, if I'm not mistaken, is of two women who kind of had to run away because they had been mistreated quite a bit in lots of different ways. But for you all, it's freedom. You need to be able to do a lot in order for you to feel fulfilled. And in this case, you're feeling like, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. You're feeling more like you need some freedom for this relationship to work. The only way you're going to be able to get there is to have a conversation. Communication is so important in relationships. And in this case, you're longing for some more freedom. A little bit more room to move, some things for you to do for yourself away from your partner. All right, Aries. Okay. I will talk to you again soon. Got some things brewing, so feel free to check me out on my IG, my Facebook, subscribe, follow, get your info, you know. Things are brewing. Things are brewing. If you're not around, you're going to miss out. Not that you need to have FOMO, but, you know, come, join me. All right, Aries, take care. Next up, oh, who am I feeling? Who am I feeling? I'm going to just go this way. Okay. I don't know if you saw it or not. It doesn't really matter. My nose is running. Y'all know what's up. You know. It's either my nose runs and I get your videos done because I feel fine otherwise, or I don't do the videos. And guess what? Y'all deserve these videos. Okay. So next up, I'm feeling Sagittarius. That's where my mind is going, which means Leo will be last, but that's okay because y'all are amazing. So it's okay. All right, Sagittarius. February 2018. Sagittarius. Ooh, okay. You know, it's funny. I've been reading and hearing a lot from Jay-Z lately. And I've been curious what's up with him and B. Because I'm definitely a Beyonce fan. I know this is Aaliyah / Michael Jackson on my hat, but I do love me some Beyonce, my fellow Virgo. She's a September Virgo though, so we do have some nuances, but in a lot of ways, like, I feel her, you know, like so many other people, but like I get it. Yes, when she was giving Blue those gummies and that juice. Oh man, I didn't watch the Grammys, but I did enjoy some memes and things from it. So, all right, Sagittarius. Currently, King of Pentacles. You're feeling like on top of the world. Your money is right. Your money is right. So you're like, I'm good. And the Sagittarius whose money is right, oh, you're good. Because you don't always need all of the money, but you do need to feel like your money is in a comfortable place, or you will go get the money. Okay, you work hard for it. Okay, so what you're looking for though, and this is a little tricky because so an ace is a new beginning, okay, but it's a thought. Swords are all about thinking, so it's more like you're looking for a new way of thinking through things. You're looking at a new way of thinking through relationships, of thinking through love, and not just romantic relationships, but all of the relationships around you that require love. Your family, your friends, your significant others, all of that. But also with yourself. You're also thinking, how can I love myself better? Okay? All right, so if you're single, ooh, getting it in. Love card came up. Yeah. If you're single, hats off to you. Keep on loving, keep on growing in love, keep on feeling it, feeling good. It just means that you're reveling in love, and it could be that you're getting it in. It could be that you're loving on yourself. It could just be that you're just surrounding yourself with people who love you. Now, if you're in a relationship, goodness, I hope this is not being Jay, but Sagittarius, if you're in a couple, the 8 of Cups is what comes up. And it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's like one of those cards of like, is this enough? Is this enough to sustain me? Is this enough to carry me through my days? Like, do I need 8 cups of water or do I need 10? Is 8 going to be enough? I don't know. If you're a coupled up Sagittarius and you're having these thoughts, have no fear. I am clarifying these videos, apparently, because it leaves so many questions. Anywho, so I'm going to do a stay or go situation. So Sagittarius, if you stay in the relationship you're in, how does that play out? What's the kind of end result for that? And if you go, I hope this doesn't apply to Jay-Z and Beyonce. I really do. I'm rooting for y'all. If you're in a relationship and you stay, there's going to be more fighting. I'm just letting you know. Okay? It doesn't mean you won't get past the fighting, but it just means for right now, that's what's going to happen, okay? It doesn't mean you won't get past it. And if you need more information like about your specific situation, feel free to contact me and we'll set up a reading. At cost, of course, but we can talk about that. But if you stay, just know that there's like a little bit more of a battle ahead. They don't even need to be fighting. All right. And if you are choosing to go, 10 of Cups. So for some of you, if you choose to leave, you'll have a much happier love life later on down the road. Like I said, this is situational. Nobody likes to hear this kind of news, but it's here and it's true based on what I'm getting. And I'm just reading the cards for you. So if you choose to go, as you're kind of like, is this enough? You'll be fulfilled. 10 of Cups is fulfillment, contentment, happiness. Okay? So Sag, your money's looking good and it's making you feel really good about yourself and your relationships in terms of love relationships. And when I look at where you're trying to go, you have a lot of thoughts that you're beginning to plant seeds for and move forward with. If you're single, you're loving it and you're enjoying it, which is probably why if you're in a couple, you're like, is this enough? Because the single life is so enticing for a Sagittarius. That freedom of just like going off and doing whatever you want is very, very enticing for a Sagittarius. So I understand why you're like, ugh, if you're in a relationship, but you can still be a good partner in a relationship. So sometimes we have to deal with the bad to get to the good. Just telling you. All right, friends, Sagittarius, I'm going to move on to the Leo. Hey, Leo. How y'all doing? Okay, so I have lots of Leo children that I teach. And every single one of them has come up to me and said, guess what? My birthday's coming up. And I said, girl / boy, your birthday is not until August, which is the same as mine. You still got like 5-6 months to go. What are you talking about? Well, I'm already planning it. Y'all are funny. My 6-year-old Leos are even planning it. I love it so much. I really, really do. Oh, this nose is trying to run out my life. If I wasn't on this camera with y'all, I would just leave the thing in. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope you understand. Please forgive me. But nothing's coming out. It's just there. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. This is life, though. All right, Leo. February 2018. Let's see what's poppin' for y'all. Poppin' for Leo. February 2018. Love. Okay. That's so interesting when these cards come out like this. Ignore my face, y'all. Okay. So. Sorry. I'm looking. There's a story here, so I'm just curious. Huh. Okay. All right, currently, new phase. This is about thoughts. So, like, you're currently in a new phase of thinking and probably thinking around the way your relationships go. So, you want to go towards the 6 of Swords energy, which is actually a really interesting place to want to be. But when I think about Leos, like, you guys are so... you're actually really comfortable being independent and really comfortable being by yourself. So I'm actually not surprised. I think a lot of you are feeling like if I don't have someone, I'll just take care of me. So in terms of a place you're going, you just want to feel safe. And if you can't rely on somebody, you'll rely on yourself, which I get it, you know. If you're single, if you're a single Leo, 2 of Swords is the energy around you this month. Here's the thing about the 2 of Swords, okay? Her hands are not tied, okay? Her hands are not tied. She's holding the swords. She's holding them. She has a blindfold on, but she could take it off. She has to make a choice to take it off, okay? So if you're sitting like blind and pretty to things, you know, you can get out of it. It's your choice. I want you to get out of it because nobody should be walking around blindfolded, not knowing where they're going, doing what they're doing. And in terms of relationships that have to do with anything, love, take that blindfold off and open your eyes and pay attention. Don't ignore what's going on around you. Okay? Don't ignore it. Because I think what's happening is you're ignoring it because you're like, well, at the end, I could take care of myself. But y'all still feel, don't put yourself in a position where you're going to hurt yourself. If you have a blindfold on, all you're doing is bumping into stuff. No. Come on now. Stop acting like it ain't there. It's there. Look at it. See it. Okay? If you're dating, you're like, I'm going to just ignore that part. Don't do it. Don't just ignore it because it's going to come back and hurt you in the long run. Okay? Okay. If you're in a couple, we have the Power card. Now, usually this just means that there's like a dominant figure. In this case, though, in this case, you need to reel it back a little bit. Okay? If you're in a relationship and you're dominating your partner, take it back a notch or 3 or 4, okay? Because you could hurt your relationship in the long run if you don't. So I actually want to clarify this. Because to me, because I'm reading for you, it's like saying that you're dominating, but I just want to see if any Leos are being dominated and what the advice is for them. So like if you're the Leo being dominated in your relationship, what's the advice for you? If you're the Leo in a relationship who is dominating, take a couple steps back and be like, you know what? Why am I doing this? They don't need to be dominated. But if you're being dominated, and you know you are, if you are, you know, I'm going to read, I'm going to pull a different card for you. Oh, okay. Okay. The tradition card came out. So if you are being dominated, the tradition card just means like you want to do things in a traditional way, right? Like if you're being dominated, traditionally people will tell you to get out of there, right? If you're being dominated, people will tell you to, you know, maybe have a conversation and like come up with some possible solutions for how you can get past that kind of activity that's going on in your life. So what I'm going to say is if you're a Leo who is dominating, take a step back, figure out how you're going to fix it. If you are a Leo who is being dominated, you're going to have to do something very traditional. It won't be like the games that you guys can sometimes play where you're like passive aggressive or you're like silent waiting for somebody to figure it out. You're going to have to do something a little more traditional. What most people would respond to, not people who just like know you really well and know that that's like a cue for them to do X, Y, or Z, like traditional behaviors. Okay? All right, Leo, you've got an interesting month ahead of you. You really do. You've got some thoughts you got to get around. You got a lot of thoughts here, and it's getting in your way of the love that you deserve. Okay? That's okay, though. We all have those moments where there's just a lot of thought, and you got to figure it out. Okay? You got to figure it out. And that's okay. It really is. You know, some of my best moments in life came from having some introspection and just being like, oh, and then everything starts to click and it just feels so good. And the release is so real. It really is. All right, Leo. I love you all. Fire signs, have a wonderful, wonderful February. I'll see you soon. Again, don't forget to subscribe, follow my Facebook and my IG. All right, bye.